You blinked, and they dismantled the team's protective wall. Houston, we have a problem, and it's as big as a sack on third down. The front office made choices that border on insanity, and the guy who could take this team to the top is about to be thrown to the lions. That's right, you heard me. Get ready, because what's coming up could be a season of pure chaos. So go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and come with me to demand answers. CJ Stroud, the man who put the Houston Texans back on the map, who made the city of Houston dream again, is now being left to fend for himself. I ask, how does a franchise that finally finds its quarterback of the future, a generational talent, a natural leader, a rare gem, allow him to face a season with the most patched up offensive line in the NFL? This Texans offseason is a joke, a bad joke. Nick Caserio, I'm sorry, but trading Laramie Tunsil, cutting Shaq Mason, and sending Kenyon Green away is more than questionable. It's unforgivable. You look at 2024 and see Stroud getting swallowed by the pocket, being taken down 52 times, losing yards, rhythm, and above all, confidence. And the front office's answer? Dismantle his protection. I'm outraged just thinking about it. And let's be clear, we're not talking about just any player. Laramie Tunsil was the shield, the guy who anchored that line. Trading him to the Commanders was an absurd decision. Kenyon Green may not have performed as expected, but giving him up for CJ Gardner-Johnson at a time when your quarterback is getting hit every game, that's management myopia. Shaq Mason, perhaps the most consistent on the line, cut because of salary cap issues. That's not planning, it's competitive suicide. And who came in to replace him? Cam Robinson, who isn't even a shadow of what Tunsil represents. Lock in Tomlinson in a downward phase. Ed Ingram, inconsistent. And Trent Brown, a veteran who barely stepped on the field last year. Is this the roster the Texans expect to protect the franchise's most valuable asset? That's a slap in the face to the fans. And the draft? What was that? Instead of heavily investing in the line, instead of ensuring Stroud had time to throw, the team goes ahead and selects two wide receivers, Jaden Higgins and Jalen Knoll. Great talents, no one is saying otherwise. But what's the point of having a Ferrari in the garage if you don't have a garage? The only reinforcement on the OL was Ariante Urzuri, a second-round pick, a project, a maybe in 2 years. Man, Stroud needs protection now. The backlash was immediate. NFL trade rumors placed the Texans among the 5 worst off seasons in the league, and rightly so. The fans are perplexed. The national media is exposing the error, and inside the locker room, you're telling me Stroud is satisfied? That DeMeco Ryans is calm? That the locker room isn't feeling the insecurity hanging in the air? Of course it is. The question that won't go away is why? Why give up the pillar of your offensive line? Why bet on cheap and improvised solutions? Why neglect the very area that needed reinforcement the most? Nick Caserio needs to answer that. He needs to look fans in the eye and explain what he's trying to build. Because for now, it looks like he's destroying. If nothing changes, the 2025 season could be a disaster. Stroud could regress, get hurt, lose confidence. The defense will tire from being on the field too long. The fans, who started to believe again, could turn against the franchise. And then, who will you blame? The coach? The quarterback? The fans? No. The responsibility lies with the front office, with those who made the decisions, with those who should have protected their greatest asset and chose to play GM creatively instead. This Texans offseason is a manifesto of how not to treat a franchise quarterback. And I'll say more, if you're a true fan, if you care about the future of this team, hit that like button, comment below what you think of this mess, and subscribe to the channel, because someone has to demand accountability. Someone has to give voice to the fans' outrage, and that someone is me.